Why Timbuktu once became Africa's center of knowledge. 1 minute, 1 new insight. Did you know? When people hear the name Timbuktu, many imagine a remote city in the middle of the Sahara Desert. However, more than 600 years ago, Timbuktu was one of the most important centers of learning in the Islamic world. The city is located in what is now Mali, West Africa. Thanks to its strategic position along the trans-Saharan trade routes, Timbuktu grew into a major center for the trade of gold, salt, and perhaps the most valuable treasure of all. Knowledge. Between the 14th and 16th centuries, merchants, scholars, scientists, and students from across Africa and the wider Islamic world traveled to Timbuktu. The city became home to the famous Sankara University, one of the most renowned centers of Islamic education in Africa. Thousands of students studied subjects such as Quranic studies, Hadith, Islamic jurisprudence, fiqh, astronomy, mathematics, geography, history. What made Timbuktu truly remarkable was its culture of writing, preserving, and sharing knowledge. For centuries, scholarly families carefully protected valuable manuscripts and passed them down through generations. Today, it is estimated that more than 300,000 ancient manuscripts still survive. These manuscripts cover a wide range of subjects, including religion, astronomy, medicine, mathematics, law, and philosophy. At a time when many people assumed that Africa lacked a strong literary tradition, Timbuktu proved to the opposite. In this city, books were often considered more valuable than gold. Owning a personal library was a symbol of honor, scholarship, and social prestige. One of the most famous visitors to write about Timbuktu was Leo Africanus, a 16th century traveler. He described the city as a thriving center of learning filled with scholars, students, and intellectual activity. Today, the Sankara Mosque, Jingerbir Mosque, and the city's manuscript libraries remain powerful reminders of Timbuktu's intellectual golden age. Despite centuries of challenges, the city's scholarly legacy continues to inspire the world. In Timbuktu, books were not merely read, they were preserved as a heritage of civilization. What do you think? Can the culture of reading, preserving knowledge, and lifelong learning still play a vital role in shaping modern civilization? Photo documentation, 12 documentary photos. Group E Photos 1-4 1. Aerial view of Timbuktu, a panoramic view of the legendary desert city that once served as a major center of trade and scholarship in West Africa. To Jingerbir Mosque, one of Timbuktu's most iconic landmarks, built in 1327 and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 3. Sankara Mosque and University, the heart of Timbuktu's intellectual life, where thousands of students studied theology, law, astronomy, mathematics, and history. The historic streets of Timbuktu, ancient pathways that once welcomed merchants, scholars, and travelers from across Africa and the Islamic world. Group R, Photos 5. Ancient Timbuktu manuscripts. Rare manuscripts that preserve centuries of knowledge on religion, science, medicine, law, and philosophy. 6. Medieval Islamic scientific texts. Examples of scholarly works that demonstrate the rich intellectual traditions of West African Islam. 7. Manuscript preservation efforts. Modern initiatives dedicated to protecting Timbuktu's priceless literary heritage for future generations. 8. Scholars studying ancient manuscripts. A representation of the city's long-standing culture of learning, research, and academic excellence. Group C, Photos 9. Trans-Saharan Camel Caravan, a reminder of the trade routes that connected Timbuktu to North Africa, the Middle East, and beyond. 10. Sunset over Timbuktu, the desert landscape that witnessed centuries of intellectual and cultural achievement. 11. Traditional architecture of Timbuktu, distinctive earthen structures reflecting the city's unique blend of African and Islamic heritage. 12. Timbuktu skyline, golden hour, a cinematic closing image symbolizing the enduring legacy of one of Africa's greatest centers of learning. Academic references, UNESCO World Heritage Center. Timbuktu, Mali, provides historical information on Timbuktu's mosques, educational institutions, and cultural significance. Reference, UNESCO, Timbuktu World Heritage Site, British Library. Endangered Archives Program, Timbuktu Manuscripts, a major preservation project documenting and protecting thousands of ancient manuscripts. Reference: British Library Timbuktu Manuscripts Archive, Library of Congress, the Timbuktu Manuscripts. An overview of the historical importance of Timbuktu's manuscript collections and scholarly traditions. Reference: Library of Congress, Timbuktu Manuscripts. Overview: Harvard University, Islamic Scholarship in West Africa. Research on the intellectual traditions of Timbuktu and the broader scholarly networks of West Africa. Reference: Harvard University, Islamic Scholarship in West Africa, UNESCO Memory of the World Program. Ancient manuscripts of Timbuktu, documentation of manuscript collections recognized as part of humanity's documentary heritage. Reference: UNESCO Memory of the World Program.